On today's video, we're talking about a version of Raleigh most people haven't caught up to yet that's being built right now for 2026 and beyond. This city is changing faster than the headline suggests, and some of the biggest shifts are happening quietly, block by block. Stick with me because what's coming next could completely change where you want to live, invest, or even completely change the Triangle area. And make sure you grab our free buyer and seller relocation guide in the description box, because my family moved here 8 years ago from Southern California, sight unseen. And that experience can save you from costly mistakes. Raleigh in 2026 isn't just about more people moving here. It's about how the city is reorganizing itself, where jobs cluster, how entertainment districts evolve, and which neighborhoods quietly are becoming the next "why didn't we buy sooner" areas. And boy, have I already heard a lot of that from my clients from 4 or 5 years ago. And yes, we're real estate brokers here in the Raleigh-Triangle area. So if you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere around the Raleigh or Triangle area, our contact info is always in the description box. So let's start with downtown, because that's where the city is making some of its boldest long-term moves and investments. The East Civic Tower is already reshaping how Raleigh functions, not just how it looks. This new 17-story City Hall tower is in the works and will be ready to go in 2027. It will consolidate city departments that were previously scattered all over downtown. That matters more than people actually realize. When government offices centralize, it creates predictable daily foot traffic. And that's what attracts restaurants, cafes, service businesses, and even new residential demand. The underrated angle here isn't the building itself, it's what forms around it and the opportunity for our clients. With Nash Square directly across the street and additional high-rise projects planned nearby, this area is setting up to feel far more active after business hours than it has ever before. Just a few blocks away, Union West, which is quietly doing something Raleigh has actually struggled with for decades. It's making transit that actually makes sense. It's built right next to Union Station in the Warehouse District, which is super cool. Union West connects buses, trains, and future bus rapid transit into one clean hub. But the real story is above the station. Hundreds of apartments built directly into the transit center are redefining what car-optional living can look like in Raleigh. You can see everyone on e-scooters going through to their favorite sushi place, which Brandy and I love, Oku, or enjoying a steak or a drink because they have a great bar at Oak Steakhouse. And if you ever go to Oak Steakhouse and it may sound a little gross, you need to try their bone marrow on bread. I know, sounds funky, but oh my gosh, it's amazing. I thought it was gross before I ever had it, but now I love it. All of this is a major shift for a city long known for being car dependent, and it opens doors for younger professionals, downsizers, and anyone who wants walkability without sacrificing convenience. Heading south, the Dix Park area is experiencing one of the most dramatic transformations in the city, and most people still think of it as just a park. Our little Lorena loves Dix Park, huge adventure playground, and when the sunflowers are blooming, it makes an amazing picture of downtown with your family. They're also next to the well that totally changed the narrative. Two 20-story residential towers rising directly across from Dorothea Dix Park, which brings density, retail, and skyline views to a part of downtown that used to feel forgotten, but is absolutely amazing. The first tower is already leasing, and what's interesting here isn't just luxury apartments, it's how Dix Park becomes a literal front yard for residents, which is a gift. That combination of urban density and massive green space is rare. And cities that get it right, and Raleigh has definitely gotten it right, see long-term value and growth. Nearby, the Rockway adds another layer to this Southern Gateway story. What was once a quiet stretch near South Saunders Street now has destination retail, including one of Raleigh's most loved bagel shops, Benchwarmers, plus apartments overlooking the park. This area is becoming livable in a way that feels organic, not forced. And that definitely matters because buyers and renters are increasingly choosing neighborhoods that feel authentic, not manufactured. The median home price in Rockaway sits around $500,000 and can go up from there. Now let's jump north to what many locals already call Midtown, even if they didn't about 10 years ago. North Hills continues to evolve into a second downtown, and the Strand is proof that this growth isn't slowing. This 20-story luxury tower brings hundreds of apartments, high-end amenities, and curated retail into an already dense ecosystem of offices, restaurants, and entertainment. What's often overlooked is how North Hills concentrates jobs. This isn't just residential density, it's employment density, which creates stability during market shifts. That's something buyers and investors should always definitely pay attention to, and the median home price definitely talks about it. It sits around $754,000 here and can go up to multi-million dollars. North Hills is definitely a place to be for many. And yes, we're real estate brokers here in the Raleigh-Triangle area. And if you're trying to decide between downtown, Midtown, or the suburbs, we would definitely love to help you navigate that exact decision. Our info is right in the description box. Now, just north of downtown is Seaboard Station, and this has quietly become one of the most walkable, mixed-use pockets in Raleigh. What used to be a dated shopping center is now a blend of apartments, boutique retail, restaurants, and even a hotel with a beautiful rooftop bar overlooking the city with some amazing views. Seaboard Station doesn't overwhelm, but you definitely need to check out Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Biscuit Bell, or right down the way, if you want some upscale, check out Crawford & Son and Jolie. Seaford Station stitches into existing neighborhoods near Peace College and creates a lifestyle hub without the chaos of larger districts. And with future phases already discussed, this area still has runway in its own community, and I definitely love it. Then there's Glenwood South, where we go a lot. And this is where opinions get definitely strong. The Highline Glenwood project is set to become Raleigh's tallest residential tower. It's gonna rise 37 stories right in the heart of the nightlife district. This changes Glenwood's identity permanently. It's no longer just a place for you to visit on a weekend. It's becoming a place people actually live high above the noise with skyline views and luxury amenities you can enjoy. And one of them is Second Empire Restaurant that Brandy and I love for our couples night. We also have checked out Vidrio, which is a fun little wine bar. Or if you're walking during the day, check out the Optimist to catch a cup of coffee and have a nice stroll through Glenwood South. The preservation of part of the historic Pine State Creamery structure adds a layer of character that most people didn't expect from a project this huge. Now let's step outside the city core for a moment, because 2026 growth isn't just confined to downtown. In Apex, the Viridia project is one of the most ambitious developments in the entire triangle. It's going to have over 1,000 acres and thousands of homes with millions of square feet of office and retail space. And also a planned children's health campus backed by major healthcare systems. There's going to be $4 to $7 billion invested here. This isn't suburban sprawl, it's a new employment and lifestyle center forming almost from scratch. And for buyers who want long-term stability tied to healthcare and education jobs, this kind of development definitely matters. Now, as we go back in Raleigh, we're going to check out Salisbury Square, which is another project flying under the radar. It's not just flashy towers, but they do have two 20-story towers. This development focuses on scale and function. Hundreds of residential units, including workforce housing, placed strategically near downtown Southern Edge. It's not headline grabbing, but it actually fills a real gap. And developments like this often become the glue that connects districts together rather than the spotlight. Then there's Downtown South, the project everyone has heard about, but few will believe it until they see it. This massive vision of $2.2 billion includes entertainment venues, residential towers, and the potential return of a professional soccer stadium is in the discussion. This one has not broken ground yet, but if momentum continues through 2026, Downtown South could finally shift from concept to reality, creating an entirely new skyline south of downtown. And this is where I want to definitely pause for a second and let you know that Brandy and I are real estate brokers here in the Raleigh-Triangle area. And whether you're buying, selling, or just trying to understand where the city is heading, our contact info and our free buyer and seller relocation guide is here in the description box and right here on the screen. These projects don't just affect lifestyle, they affect timing, pricing, and opportunity for the investments for your future. Finally, one bonus project that signals a major shift. One Nash Square. This will be downtown Raleigh's first new luxury condo tower in over 15 years. That is huge. Raleigh has built plenty of apartments, but very few ownership opportunities near downtown. The fact that luxury condos are pre-selling here tells us something important, that buyers are committed to the long term of the city's urban core. That confidence definitely matters. Raleigh in 2026 isn't just about the hype, it's about momentum, and there's a ton going on in the Triangle. These developments show a city maturing, diversifying, and quietly positioning itself for the next decade of growth. Some of these projects will reshape skylines, and some of them already have. Others will change daily routines, and a few will completely redefine where people choose to live and work. And the truth is, timing definitely matters. Knowing what's coming before it's obvious can make all the difference. My family and I moved here 8 years ago from Southern California, sight unseen. And we've learned quickly how overwhelming a fast-growing market can definitely be. That's exactly why we created our free buyer and seller relocation guides, and you definitely want to get one of those in the link in the description box. And if you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in or around the Raleigh or Triangle area, we would love to help. Our number is right here on the screen. Whether you want to call, text, or email, we're available anytime. And if you're still in research mode, that's perfectly okay. No pressure. Make sure to subscribe to get weekly updates on what's new in Raleigh and the Triangle area. Also, visit our sister channel, Life in Raleigh, where we have 130 plus videos about the Triangle's houses, entertainment, food, and, very important, lifestyle, so you can make that right decision. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.